Girl Bella.
Hi babes, it's me Shannon B for Brown Girl Bella, back to bring you more lips, lashes, and luxury. Let's begin. As you know, clean face. I've already moisturized and put on my sunscreen, so I am ready to start. My first favorite is going to be the Serat Dewdrop Foundation in number 14. That is the shade that I wear. The reason why I love this foundation is not only the packaging is adorable, which you all know I'm a sucker for great packaging, but it's also because this formula is so lightweight. It really feels like I have nothing on, which I love. And I'm putting little small dots all over because even though I'm layering this foundation, it does not build up like other foundations. It really just barely tints the skin, gives you a very light, even coverage, but it's not going to change anything. So if you have dark spots, if you have any discoloration, it's not going to change that. It's not going to hide that. So I think this foundation is best used when you have clear skin that doesn't need any corrections. So I don't really need to color correct. I don't really need to hide any dark spots, thank goodness. But if I did, I would not recommend this foundation for that. This is really for people who want a very light coverage, who are not trying to cover up anything. They just want to look a little pulled together and have a light wash of foundation on the skin. The concealer I've been using most often this September was by Mcgrath. I used both of her shades, MD24 to conceal and then MD21 to brighten. So we're going to start off with MD24. And again, I love the fact that you can build this up. I love my Mcgrath brush that I use with this as well. Get my handheld. And what I love about this product is that you don't need a whole lot. As you can see, I used 2 swipes, which was more than enough to conceal underneath the eye. And I blend all the way out and all the way down my face. Same with the other eye, blending all the way out and midway down. And again, to lighten, I'll use the MD21, medium deep 21. And I'll just use 1 dot underneath each eye. Same brush. use for the powder underneath my eyes has still been the Mcgrath. This is her Sublime Perfecting Powder in medium. All of her names have rubbed off the actual product, which I don't know what went wrong there. And then I dropped it, so the actual product is now almost at pan, so I probably will need another one by the end of the year. But what I love about this powder is that it works so well with the concealer. It's like the perfect Bonnie and Clyde, Batman and Robin super duo. And no matter how much you layer on, it does not cake up. It covers beautifully. There's no flashback. And it's just the perfect powder. I also love her face powder. So this is also in the shade medium. I love using it with her brush. I know a lot of people don't like her brush, but I am not one of them. I actually do enjoy this brush. And again, I enjoy the powder because it's very lightweight. It's very forgiving. If you layer on a little too much, you can easily buff it out. And again, it works with any foundation. So even though I didn't use Pat McGrath's foundation, I can still use the powder to set my foundation. For my eyebrows, now this is gonna come as a shock to you because you know I'm Benefit Girl all the way. But I've been giving this new brow pencil by Gucci another shot. And I have to say, I am not mad at it. I'm actually not mad at it. It's very easy to build up. If you sharpen it and get a nice sharp point, it does a lot of the work for you in terms of outlining your brow and getting that instant pigmentation that you need. So I am truly loving this brow pencil. And like I said, it does give you the pigmentation that you need when you're filling in your brows. You don't need to press down on it, just a little pressure, and it does give you that payoff that you need. Now there's Miss Brooklyn, right on schedule. I promise you, this dog is going to let you know she's in each and every video. Alright. And plus, I don't like to spend a whole lot of time on my brows because out of all the makeup steps, this is the one where I'd say if I could skip it, I would. I just do not like my eyebrows. I think they're very sparse. They're very hard to make symmetrical. So it's always a hassle. I also love by Benefit, this is the Brow Micro Filling Pen. I love this. It's a 3-prong pen. that mimics the microfiber or microblading pen that you would get. In the salon, and for just filling in those really sparse areas, this is perfect. It gives you really soft, fine like hair strokes, and I just use this right in between those hairs that are kind of hard to fill in with a powder. Just give those little flicks of fine like hair strokes. Eyeshadow base for the month of September, I've been using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Eye Primer. This is fantastic. What I love most about this is that you don't need a whole lot. I take a tiny bit and I use it to dot both eyes. And then I'll just use a synthetic brush to just cover the whole eye with, again, a light wash of the primer, which is all I really need. Really helps you to kind of conserve the product. So this one little tube will last me until the new year, even using it every single day. So that I love. In terms of the eyeshadow palette that I have been loving this month of September, it is my Pat McGrath. This is Rose Decadence. This is her latest small mothership. These are the colors. I'm going to use these two today, and I'm going to use the more mauve-y type of color in the crease. And I mean, look at the brightness in this color. And you guys see how beautiful and bright this color is? What I love most about Pat McGrath is that it doesn't matter if you're using a matte or a shimmer, you're going to get a beautiful payoff. And I think this is the only formula that I can use where I can throw a shimmer in my crease and still have it blend out so beautifully that no mattes are needed to like ground the look. You can have an all shimmer look that is beautiful. Now on the lid, I'm going to use that bronzy color. So that was Fuchsia Flame on top. And then on the bottom, I'm going to use Golden Honey. And again, I'm just packing this color on to the lid, and then I'm blending it up into the crease. I love this pairing together. I was going to do something different underneath the eyes, but I kind of love the pairing of these two colors together. So I'm going to keep that combination going. And I'm going to use Fuchsia Flame underneath the eye. Connect it with what I did in the crease. And really emphasize it in that outer corner. Just to make that connection pop. And don't worry, I'm going to do something with that inner corner. But right now, I just want to focus on the outer edge. Really extend that V out. Wiping off the same brush, I'm going to go in with Pink Champagne, which is the lightest color in this palette, and I'm going to put that in as my inner corner highlight. Not to be undone, I'm going to take one of my Wayne Goss pencils. This is his Essential Eye Kohl Pencil, and this shade is still in Precious Opal. And I'm just going to line just the inner rim, my bottom lash line. And because this is an eye kohl, it's a little deeper than just a regular normal eye pencil. So you don't have to press down as hard to get that pigmentation. And I'm also going to line the waterline of my upper lashes, because I'm going to put on mascara, and this helps it really look a little fuller and more voluptuous, as if I have on falsies. So ladies, this is a good trick to try if you don't have or can't put on false lashes. If you just take that pencil and rim around, not the top of the eye, but right on your lashes, in those spaces where your lashes are a little sparse, that will help further blur out the image that your lashes are sparse, and it helps it to look fuller, so that when you put mascara on top of it, it really accentuates the eyes. This is just an eye primer. This is my Dior Eye Primer. It's a mini size, but it lasts so long. And it just helps prime the eyes, conditions and moisturizes the lashes so that they don't dry out when you're wearing mascara. I like this step because I like to make sure my eyelashes are coated before I put mascara on. Just helps prolong the life cycle of my lashes. And to be honest, I haven't had a whole lot of fallout using this method either. So if it's not broke, I don't break it. I keep it going. For mascara, I love this Dark Star mascara by Pat McGrath. You guys know I love Pat McGrath everything, but this mascara has been like finding a miracle in a bottle for voluminous lashes that separate and lift and give you a little length. Like, you can't beat it. This is definitely one of the best mascaras to come out this year. Hands down. And then I've been doing a lot of layering lately. I usually layer Dark Star with my Gucci, but lately I've been loving pairing both of my Pat McGraths together. So this one is her Fetish Eyes, and this one gives you more length. There we go. Lashes are complete. Now let's finish off the rest of the face. For my bronzer, I've loved and I've been using the Carolina Herrera, but in the month of September, I have been using Gucci almost exclusively. And I love this a little bit more than the Carolina Herrera and the Charlotte Tilbury, just because this one is a shade lighter, so it gives my skin just a little hint of color. It's not as deep as the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. And I love that for days when, especially I'm using a light foundation, I want to use a light bronzer as well. And the Gucci one just does it for me. It deposits just enough color. And then I like to use the same brush, just dusting off any excess. And using that same brush, I'm going to put on my blush and highlight. Melt Cosmetics, I love all three of the blush duos that I got, but this one here in Queen Bee is just phenomenal. And I just use that, and I just use my angled brush to brush it all up from the cheekbones all the way up into my highlight area. And again, it just gives me that instant glow and lit from within look. Now if you want to deposit additional color on the cheeks, you can. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. The days when I do, I use the Patrick Ta. This one is in She's That Girl. It's my favorite of the two that I bought. And this is how it looks. I usually put the powder on first and then I top it off with the cream. But today I'm just going to use a little bit of the the powder only. And I'm going to put that right in the center of my cheekbones. right in that meaty part of the cheeks. And then once I'm done, I take my MAC. This is the Mineralized Skin Finish in Dark with my Sonia G. This is her new buffer brush. This is a smooth buffer. I absolutely love this brush as my finishing step to buff in my powder, kind of make everything work seamlessly. For my spritz, I love my Glow Recipe Watermelon Mist Spray. Perfect for the fall and the winter time when you feel a little bit more dry. It's just a nice refreshing feeling. The 24-Hour Brow Setter by Benefit Cosmetics. This just helps keep all those hairs in place. And I do this as a final step when I want that really sharp looking brow, and I want those brow hairs to be laid down. I love that. Okay, for the lips, I'm going to use my MAC Chestnut Liner, which is my all-time favorite. Just a line and add a little definition to the lips. Followed by my favorite lip balm by Pat McGrath. This is Blow Up. Then on top, I'm going to use a little Opulus, and this is in the shade Naked Rose, also by Mother Pat. And here you have the finished look using all of my September faves. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up. It helps this channel out so much. Also, if you are not yet in the Bella Brigade, consider doing so by hitting that subscribe button and then tap that notification bell to be notified each and every time that I upload. Also, if you want to join the Bella Brigade and be a member of the Bella Brigade, my membership join button is there too for you. Until next time, you've been Bellafied. Take care, and I'll see you back here soon.